Lloyd, thanks for talking to us. A 1-1 draw away at Three Bridges and a real game of two halves. What do you say?
Yeah, I went in at half time and I said to the lads, for me, that's as good as we've played in terms of dominating the game of football. We didn't create enough chances, but we did really well. But, you know, if you speak to any of the players, I spent 15 minutes talking to them about choices, about options and when to and when not to. And if I'm honest, I just said to them at the end of the game, perhaps next week I shouldn't say anything at half time because they did everything I asked them not to do. And I think we spent 45 minutes making bad choices, choosing bad options on the pitch when easy options were on. And I think sometimes we need to be a little bit braver about making choices ourselves rather than passing the responsibility of a choice on to someone else. So really frustrating second half for me.
Yeah, it is frustrating because, I mean, coming to the game, I'd have taken a draw all day long against Three Bridges on this pitch. I feel really disappointed we didn't press home in the second half.
Yeah, the dressing room feels like a loss, and you know I've just had a rant and a rave in there about how I feel about it. But then I also have to remind the lads it's another game we go unbeaten against one of the top sides. That's 5 now. I know you gave me credit for 5 like the other night, but it was 4, so it's 5 now. And I'm just challenging them that I want to win the next 4 before the end of the year. That's what we got left. But if we want to win things next year, which I do, and I've just said that to them, I want to win with them boys in there. But they're going to have to learn game management. And if we're not going to learn game management, we're not going to win anything. They've got the quality, that's never any doubt. But have they got the mentality? And that's what I'm questioning. And I know they have. And I know it's something we've got to work on. But I'm just really bitterly disappointed at the moment that we spent 15 minutes talking about something and did the polar opposite.
And it was a bit disruptive. We lost Tolu in the first half, and we Joey Taylor. We lost Will Dupre in the second half. All niggles, all injuries.
No, Will Dupre I brought off because I just felt we were a little bit lost in midfield. Will looked like he was blowing. You know, he's coming back from a long injury. 45 minutes was possibly a little bit of a long shot for him. And I just felt we could potentially put Bods on for 10 minutes and get something up top with Westy in midfield. But even that, you know, the quality we've got and our loose passes in the second half were really poor. So again, I'm sounding bitterly disappointed. Anyone that didn't come and go, that's a good result. I just don't see it like that. I think we've got to go and win that game. And I think we dominated in the first half and we should have pushed on in the second half. And again, I keep repeating, it's game management for me.
Yeah. Also, I mentioned a few weeks ago how fit we looked. We did, first time I think, we looked quite tired there. Three Bridges were obviously really motivated to come out in the second half and really pushed hard.
What I'll say, Jez, anyone that's played football, when you've got the wind behind you what I said to the boys at half time, I said, listen, if you give them one inkling that there's a chance for them to get back in this game, they'll take that chance. And what you have to do is you have to snuff that mentality out of the team. So I said, don't give them that one chance in their mind that they think they can step up because they've got the wind behind them. And if you do that and they win the first 3 tackles or they win the first 3 turnovers of the ball, they'll step a little bit higher, we'll step deeper. And 15 minutes to go, we're playing against 10 men. I'm looking at the clock thinking, I'd take a draw now. Well, that's not the right mentality when we've got the quality we got on the field. So, again, I'm bitterly disappointed. We should have won that game with the quality and experience we've got, and we didn't. And you know, I think the only person who really came out of that second half with credit was the keeper. And I think he's done really, really well again.
Yeah, very good performance. Oh, well, off to home again next Saturday in the sunshine, apparently. Stenning, they've been relegated to lower league by their result. We really need to start winning games, don't we, next Saturday?
Yeah, we do. And listen, I don't want to finish this interview on a down. You know, we've got a great bunch of lads in there. We've come away to a tough place. We haven't been beat. That's 5 unbeaten. We want to win more games. I'm going to keep challenging them, keep pushing them. We're not going to lay down between now and the end of the season. I want to win every game. I want to get 12 points out the next 12. And get us over 60 points. That's really important to me. And I know it's important to them, and they can tell from my mentality after the game, I'm not going to rest, and nor are they. So, you know, we'll keep pushing on. I want to thank the supporters for coming today, and just to reassure them next week, we'll be really fighting again to win another game of football.
Yeah, looking forward to it already. Well done. Thanks for talking to us, Lloyd. Thank you.
Cheers.